Welcome everyone to the second round of the season. We're here in Shanghai, China, in qualifying. First race was a Renault dominant performance, especially by George Russell. Charles Leclerc, really good qualifying. However, the race did not live up to the billing. Lando Norris, he had some good pace, finishing P2, and Carlos Sainz getting Alfa Romeo their first podium. As we now come across, into the last part of the lap, it looks like Charles Leclerc will be making it 2 poles out of 2, followed by George Russell. So again, another 1-2 for Alpine, should I say. Sainz P3, Lewis Hamilton P4, out-qualifying Max Verstappen. Sergio Perez P5, Pierre Gasly P6, Esteban Ocon P7, Lando Norris P8. But remember, last time out, Lando Norris did really poorly in qualifying, but managed to just, have a better start and a better race. Jack Aitken P10, Alexander Albon P11, Mick Schumacher P12, Daniel Ricciardo P13, Callum Ilott P14, Yuki Tsunoda P15, Nico Hulkenberg P16, Lance Stroll P17, Valtteri Bottas P18, Robert Schwartzman P19, and Nikita Mazepin P20. Let's get into the race. Favorite for the race? Well, this time I'm going to go with Leclerc. He looked rapid in qualifying, and the race I think is going to be quick. However, he gets off the start not as good as Lewis Hamilton, who makes a mega dive bomb. Charles Leclerc keeps the lead. Carlos Sainz gets forced off the track. Hamilton now P2. Russell down the inside of Hamilton. So it's back to being a 1-2-4 Alpine. Sergio Perez P4. Carlos Sainz P5. On the outside, looks like Lewis Hamilton P2 again, but this is just the start. Charles Leclerc would have wanted. Behind them though, look at that. That battle for P3 is intense. Sergio Perez, Lando Norris looks like he's down the inside of Sergio Perez. Round the outside, no, he can't, and Carlos Sainz wants some. However, Norris has the inside line for this corner. It looks like the rain is stopping. We started off with a really damp track. However, it looks like Russell closing in on Hamilton. No, can't get him. Looks like everyone's pitting in now, presumably for the dry tyres. Leclerc soft. Hamilton soft. Russell soft. It looks like everyone's going on soft. However, Sainz is on the hards. Carlos Sainz is changing something, going on the hards. Same as Ilott, Albon, Stroll, and Mazepin. No, so he's gonna have a look down the inside of Russell. No, he has to slam on the brakes. Leclerc just building his gap, controlling his lead. Everyone practically is on the same strategy as him, all the way up to P7. Carlos Sainz, a driver, I guess you could say he's not really racing Sainz, but Sainz, he's on an alternate strategy. Perez is gonna try down the inside, but no, Norris blocks him off. Slightly further down, looks like there's a small battle, Callum Ilott, Yuki Tsunoda, Nick Hulkenberg, and Daniel Ricciardo. It looks like so far in this Unlimited Racing 2D season, he's not had a good car. Even in Season 1, he didn't really have a good car. But he managed to pull out some mega performances out of the bag. Now Hulkenberg's going to look around the outside of Ilott. Now that becomes the inside, but no, Ilott, really good defense. Hulkenberg's going to try again, around the outside. But no, the Ferrari just does not have enough grip. Pierre Gasly has a slipstream. Is he going to go down the inside of Sainz? Yes, he is. And Gasly's in now. Sainz now. P2. Where's Leclerc? Leclerc's miles down the road. Hamilton gets past Sainz easily. You know what? Leclerc could start lapping drivers in the next few laps, because this pace is unreal. Although Leclerc's pitting now. Oh, it's because he hadn't pitted before. Okay, that makes sense then. So that means Russell and Hamilton. So Hamilton will take the lead of this Grand Prix. My mistake. I thought Charles Leclerc had pitted, but he actually hadn't. So Lewis Hamilton has the lead of this Grand Prix. Coming into this weekend, I did not think I would be saying this. However, we're only halfway through the race. And George he's much faster. Round the outside, can he get Lewis Hamilton? He's going to make it stick. He makes it stick with the Alpine. George Russell has the lead. However, Lewis Hamilton's not going to give up that easily, and Nikita Mazepin, a backmarker, is also going to get involved. With all this battling, Charles Leclerc managed to catch up and overtake Hamilton with ease. Russell lapping Mazepin. Leclerc tries to follow. Leclerc is going to make it 3 wide. Leclerc makes the overtake stick. Charles Leclerc, what a move. However, he has no hours left. Russell's going to try around the outside. The two Alpines going head to head, and George Russell takes back the lead. However, pits now. Charles Leclerc in the lead. It looks like George Russell's pitted, so now this is sort of an awkward position. If you're Russell and Hamilton, do you stay out until the rest of the race? Do you make your hards, last? Or do you push really hard and then make another stop? Will Leclerc pit now? No, he's staying out. Leclerc stays up for another lap. As that gap closes between himself and Russell, I think Leclerc is going to want to pit and then come out on the soft tyres, so that he has all that time just to catch up. When Russell and Hamilton's tyres begin to die, Leclerc will be the one to pounce. Or maybe he's been waiting for rain, because the telemetry now is telling us rain coming soon. Last race, Charles Leclerc's strategy messed him up. This race, it looks like it's going to actually benefit him, because now rain's arrived. Leclerc and the Alpine side, on Leclerc's side, they've just managed to do a strategy masterclass. Around the outside, easily laps Lance Stroll. A strategical masterclass, that's the word, strategical. However, we've missed something further behind, because Lewis Hamilton now has been overtaken by Lando Norris. Hamilton, leading a few laps ago, now is under threat from his teammate Max Verstappen. Can Lando Norris make this the second podium in a row? Verstappen's going to look down the inside of Hamilton, but no. Rain stopped. The rain stopped. Looks like the grey clouds are beginning to go. And the sun's coming out now. The track is going to dry, but how quickly? Will it dry so quickly that the drivers won't have to switch onto the dry tyres, or will some take the gamble and stay on the wet? Of course, the next 2 laps, the track will remain damp. Verstappen, though, really gaining on Hamilton. Lap 13, though, tyre-wise, this is the important lap, because this is the lap which tells you whether it's early enough, it's the right time to pit or not. The rain forecast is telling us there is going to be more rain. So yeah, I doubt we'll see anyone pit. Hamilton now just getting past some back markers. Charles Leclerc, though, what a dominant performance this has been. 4 seconds to George Russell. And then Russell, a further 4 to Lando Norris. Honestly, Alpine, they've built a dominant car this season. As Leclerc now crosses the line to begin the final lap. George Russell now laps Daniel Ricciardo and Yuki Tsunoda. Norris, it looks like it's going to be an easy P3 for him. However, the closest battle, on track looks to be Lewis Hamilton versus Max Verstappen. Right at the end of the race, looks like Robert Schwarzman's pitting. He goes onto the soft tires. Anyways, as Charles Leclerc comes across the final corner, he wins in China. What a dominant performance. Really makes up for the disappointment of last race. George Russell comes in P2. Lando Norris P3. Just missing out on the podium, Lewis Hamilton P4. I'm sure he'll be happy with that. Max Verstappen P5. Sergio Perez, this time maybe not battling for a podium, but still really good result in P6. Carlos Sainz P7. Pierre Gasly, I think he'll take that P8. Esteban Ocon P9 as well. Alexander Albon, he finishes the top 10. In P11, Mick Schumacher. P12, Nico Hülkenberg. P13, Jack Aitken. P14, Callum Ilott. P15, Daniel Ricciardo. P16, Yuki Tsunoda. P17, Lance Stroll. P18, Valtteri Bottas. P19, Robert Schwarzman. And last but not least, Nikita Mazepin. Here's how the standings look. George Russell keeps his championship lead. However, Charles Leclerc, driver who really should be second place in this championship, being, I guess you could say challenged by Lando Norris. Lewis Hamilton P4, today I guess there was some good points for him. Could have been much worse, could have been much better. Sergio Perez P5, I think him and Sainz, they'll be battling for P5, 6. Max Verstappen, the reigning world champion, he's had a horrendous start to the new season, with the 2 Mercedes boys finishing the top 10. Mick Schumacher so far not having as good start as he had last season. However, still a long season ahead. Jack Aitken, same points as Schumacher. Now there's a little battle actually. Callum Ilott all the way down to Yuki Tsunoda. Let's keep an eye on that battle the whole season. There's also another battle, for last, Valtteri Bottas, Robert Schwarzman, and Nikita Mazepin. Team-wise, constructors-wise, this is how it looks. Apple Alpine, 99 points already. This has just been such a dominant season already. Force India, they're second. Especially with that really good performance today. McLaren P3, P4 and P5 in the championship is going to be so tight. Mercedes, they're slightly behind, but I'm sure they'll catch up. It's because they struggled in the first race. Haas, just like last year, in a league of their own, just, too fast for the bottom 3, but not fast enough for the front 6. And then the battle for last between Ferrari, Red Bull and AlphaTauri. Thank you for joining me here for the Chinese Grand Prix. Next one up, I think, should be the Spanish Grand Prix, so I can't wait to see you there. Thank you and goodbye.